And welcome back to Final Fantasy IX with me, Matthew Gaddis, aka Poogie. So today we will explore a bit more of the Condi PT mountain path and even take some stones from some statues. More on that a bit later. And also face the boss here. Yes, there is a boss here. Quite a tough one if you don't know what you're doing, which half the time I don't. So let's go up the routes here and head towards what we will see seemingly is the so-called sanctuary. Yeah, that is the sanctuary the dwarves were bleating about. The place where all the mist comes from, as it were. Though it does also have another name that Eiko will tell us about a bit later. In this episode, actually. So yes, that seemingly is sanctuary. Although I suppose it's sanctuary. Let's go further down the routes. And indeed, we will run into an earthquake? I don't think it's just an earthquake, to be honest. So, indeed, we will head straight into a battle against a giant here. Yeah, meet the Hillgigars. Seriously. Basically a gigantic laurel-looking Shrek guy. I'm an ogre! Or something. Anyway, that being said, because he is a giant ogre or something like that, the thing to use is probably to use, I can speak today, to use float on your characters. Seriously, if you have it. Although I don't think any of our party do. But that being said, another thing of note, you can also use your summons against him. In this case, we've already seen Ramu with Dagger, so Eiko seemingly has her own summon idol on, namely Fenrir, wolf creature that can seemingly punch a giant into space. Yeah, seriously. And the other thing is, apparently, we can do that ground pound move. Yeah, it's not just Yoshi who can do that, it's also Hillgigars here. So that being said, let's indeed do some damage to this guy. Because he is quite tough, as I've mentioned. I don't think it has a specific elemental weakness. But his element is indeed Earth. But it does seem to be attacking a lot more physically here. Fine for Zidane, it will help him get trance a bit quicker. Yeah, let's use float on our characters just in case he does use an Earth move. And cure on Zidane there just to get his health back up because, oh damn it, it's going to be a pain otherwise. And finally, I use float on my characters, and yes, it's certainly in Final Fantasy IX, it can be used to for all your characters, so yeah. And just in time that I did use it, because he's just used Earthquake, that would have done a lot more damage if I hadn't casted float there, seriously. Though float only lasts a short period of time, again, just like with the Tomb of the Unknown King in Final Fantasy VIII. Also a new weapon for Quina. I don't be seeing much of Quina at the moment anyway. I say at the moment, that's an important caveat. We will be seeing Quina, but they won't be in our party, will Quinas. That's the big rub there. I think I'm having to use all my ethers to prop up Vivi's MP there. I'm surprised you didn't step in there, Zidane. I thought you had Protect Girls on, or whatever. But never mind, Thundara! And that didn't do... Actually, yes, it did do some amount of damage, actually. Yeah, we'll use Float again, just in case he uses another Earthquake. What's weird is that summoning Fenrir does actually still do some damage despite Hillgigars' element being Earth, but yeah. Still isn't said. That's the second Earth summon I've seen in a certainly a PlayStation 1 original Final Fantasy game that launches their enemy into space. The other one being the brothers, of course, the Sacred and Minotaur in Final Fantasy VIII. And again, I keep referencing that game. But then this is more of a traditional Final Fantasy game. Can we even have VV back to the classic Black Mage design and everything? And yes, Nomura did do the character designs on this one as well. So there's that. I don't know which of the PS1 Final Fantasy games he didn't do. Well, here comes another earthquake, I guess. I've still got a thing in play here. Yes, I do. Good. Because that would have been painful otherwise. There's no sort of lead up into him using the earthquake move either, so I'm surprised that I have such good timing, that's what I'm saying here. I'm surprised I also haven't summoned Ramu with dagger there, seriously. And yes, he can also cure himself using Curaga. There's a few boss monsters that does do so. I don't know how much HP he healed on him there, but yeah. It'll be a while before we do get Curaga, believe it or not. So he's already playing on, I don't say easy mode or not, but finally I'm summoning Ramu at least. We don't even get to see him because of that lightning rod. That was his staff, but whatever. Yeah, I don't have much to say, do I? This is already going to be a short episode, so screw it, I'm not even doing it. You're going for Zidane. Nope, you're going for his love interest, are you? Even though she debates it anyway. Not much else I can say here. He's blasting off again? I can't even see how much damage you're doing when you're doing a thingy there, but never mind. Heal yourself there, Dagger. And we can go on with our lives. Okay, finally Zidane gets trance. So I may well have to do something. I'll summon Ramu. If that don't kill him, then Zidane's trance probably will. Why am I wasting my trance on him? I don't know. Well, let's get one of his dying abilities, I guess. Or maybe not, but now we actually get to see Ramu on the battlefield at least. Yeah, seriously. And it's still less summon time than it was in Final Fantasy VII, I'll say that for Ramu. Okay, I guess it's your turn, Zidane. Oh, not before he uses an earthquake, of course. Now we'll see how much damage it does. Quite a bit there. Maybe not as much to kill them, but yeah, the idea. Okay, let's see. Shift break! And that is actually the thing that fells the giant ogre there, seriously. Yes, well, you have a maybe in using summons, but believe it or not, she's actually a summoner herself. Wait, it's called the Ether Tree? Well, yes, apparently the so-called sanctuary is called the Ether Tree. Fair enough. Well, almost I still want to have a look at that statue there. And maybe have a look at my abilities, I don't know. Limia's tiara, no. I don't think there's anything I want to give Dagger. Unless I get a better accessory for her, I suppose. Yeah, I think so. Vivi! Oh, you're still learning some stuff. Ritual hat will probably be good, though. Especially since he and Queen are now separated because we can't find the Gourmand anywhere. But never mind, let's go on. That's all of that. Bone race, yada yada yada. But the main thing is we can get another gem from that statue. Namely a yellow stone, of course, and then, well, we'll head back. Yeah, because there are a few more other statues we can look at as well. And also I want to save the Moogle just so I get the thing right with the statue. So let's crawl back down and save. I think I'll just save here, to be honest, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!